Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Overflow. In this video, we'll discuss another LeetCode problem. That is a find the index of the first occurrence in a string. So we need to find the index of the first occurrence in some string. Okay, let's understand what the question says. The question says we are given two string, needle and haystack. Okay, so we need to return the index of the first occurrence of needle in haystack. Remember that. So we need to find the index of needle in haystack. Fine. Or -1 if needle is not a part of haystack. So if needle is not a part of this haystack, we need to return -1. Fine. In this case, what we can do is, if we look at the example ones, you see that haystack is like say a string like this, and needle is a string like this. So we are finding out that the first occurrences, so you can see SAD is over here. Okay, so that's the first occurrence. Also, we can say that there's another occurrence, that the second occurrence is also there, but we are supposed to return the first occurrence only. Fine. Next, if we look at this, we find that haystack is something like LeetCode, and their needle is Leto. But remember, we don't have any string like Leto in this LeetCode. Why? We have late, but last O is at the end. We don't have a occurrence of this total string at a time. Okay, so there's late, then it comes C after that. Remember that. So this is not present exactly. So what we can do is we can return -1. So later did not occur in LeetCode, so we return -1. So this is how this question works. Okay. Now, it also mentions that haystack length and the needle length is like from 1 till 10 to the power 4, and haystack and needle consist of only lowercase English characters. That's great. Now see, what can be the thing what we should be thinking of first thing is, nowhere they mention that haystack length is like this haystack, okay, is less than needle. Is that anywhere mentioned? No. They may only mention that the both of this length can be highest can be 10 to the power 4, or the lowest can be 1. So they no have mentioned that this is the case. Remember, looking at only the examples, we come to this conclusion that this is the case, but this may not be the case. So we need to look for those when haystack is like sorry, I just marked the reverse way around. I mean, only it is given haystack is greater than needle, right? So this is the only case what it is shown in this examples. But we need to think of another case where haystack is less than needle or haystack is equal to needle. It may happen, right? So this you cannot say it by confirmation that these two cases won't be there. They have not mentioned it anywhere. Okay. So let's think of these two cases first, because in these two cases we don't need to do much. So if haystack is less than needle, that means say there's LeetCode and there's another needle that is LeetCode with some other characters also. So is it in a way possible that this whole needle is present in haystack? No. So for this case where haystack is less than needle, we simply return -1. Okay, because that's not a possible case. We cannot find the first occurrence, because first occurrence of needle is not there in haystack. Fine. Then let's talk about the equal to case. Now in this equal to case, like the length of this haystack is equal to the needle. So there can be two conditions. There can be two cases, as if one, it can be directly like the whole haystack is equal to needle. Okay, the whole characters, like every the word is same. Say haystack is LeetCode and needle is also LeetCode, so both are the same thing. So that's a case. So we can directly check whether for equal to, we will come across two things. Okay, one, when there's equals, fine, the whole all the characters are equal, so in that case we will return 0, because that's the first index is the case. And the other case is all the characters are not equal, because the length is equal. Now all the characters are, if all the characters are not equal, I mean the starting characters may be equal or something not equal, then we should return -1, right? That's the thing. Now comes our main condition, that is this haystack is greater than n, that is the examples given to us. Okay, so for this, if you remember, our string the string class in Java comes up with a very beautiful function, that is an index of. So usually we use index of as in index of a particular character, but remember index of also has this uh, capability to find the index of a particular string as well. It has other use cases where we can directly put in a particular string to find the particular index of an string. Okay, so that's what we can do. Now, let's try to write this code, and I'll come to this index of thing in a moment again. So if I just try to write this code, let me just erase this up. So remember that there are like the three cases as I say. So remember this, okay? So let me just try to erase this off. Now, as you see here, I have the code over here. Okay. So first thing, when haystack is less than in needle length, we return -1. Fine. So next thing is when haystack length is equal to needle length. Fine. Then we are checking whether haystack is equals needle, like all the characters are equal. If that is not the case, then we return -1, else 0. Like we found a match from the starting to the end. So 0. Fine. Next thing is our important thing. Is this haystack dot index of needle? Okay. So we are directly finding the index of needle. Remember, this index of has like 3, 4 different use cases or different implementation. So if I just take this as an example, okay, so I'm just trying to show you something. See, index of we can put string, that's number one, fine, and then we can put index of and string comma start index. So string comma start index is like we can mention like from you should start from this index, not from the first index, but the 0th index, fine. So that's one thing. Next, we can go with index of character. Okay, I just mentioned char so that you just take the variable. Okay, so it's just the character. Index of character is one implementation, and there's another implementation of index of character with start index. Fine. So these are like the implementation we can go ahead with index of. Now, what we can directly do is like we need the fast occurrence of this, right? So for the first occurrence, why are you so bothered about this? Remember this all this four different implementation returns as an integer. So why we are bothered about other things when we can directly go a string. So hashtag dot index of needle is will return as the first index. If there is nothing, it will return as 0. Fine. So this is the inbuilt functionality we have. In case we didn't have functionality, we need to go through character by character for like character by character, like we need to do this index of char thing. Okay, if you don't want to use this string directly, then you need to use this char thing. How? Find the first character of needle, okay, and find the index of that first character in haystack. Okay, once you find the index of the first character in haystack, what we'll do, we'll now keep run a loop to find out the whole length. Okay, is it like the whole length we were finding? If we are not finding, then what we'll do, we'll say index of character here like this is, okay, needle first character, but this time we'll move the pointer from the first occurrence to the next like the next letter. So what will happen in that case is indexers will find from the next, like towards the rest of the elements for the next occurrence of s. So that's how it will happen. So if you don't want to use this directly, you can run loops and definitely do it with this index of character. Okay, so that's the way. Now, this is like the easy way that I think we can find a solution to this. So if we just try to run this code, let me just run it with example cases, like the examples given over here. Okay, so I just want to put in some other examples also, what the examples we mean. So these are the two cases given to us. Now say we are given, I'm just copying this lit code. Let's see, we are given lit code and we are given lit code. This is the exact, both things are equal. So length equal and the characters are also equal. Fine. Next thing is we are given lit code and over there in haystack we are given uh say this, let's say, okay, some characters is different, so that's a case. Then say we are given some less than case. Okay, so first hashtag is lit code and this other thing is lit code. So this is like the thing we are given. So let's just try to run it. We'll see what are the cases if it is getting accepted. Like all the cases we mentioned, we're just trying to look at. So this is getting accepted. Okay, so all our cases are there and say it is like going ahead with expected cases. Fine. So let's just try to submit it and understand like if it is even working for us or no. In that case, see, this is like a 0 millisecond, 100% faster Java solution. Obviously, you are not doing much thing, and this is like not having much complexity. A few order of one complexity in this if else cases, and then you are directly using hashtag.index. So this is the whole thing. This is how you can solve this question easily. So I hope you can understand how this question is solved, and make sure to like this video and also comment down if you have any doubts related to this video. Okay, so thank you all for watching this video. Hope to see you soon in my next video as well. Thank you.